one of my favorite 80s show, and it was out before the 80s, but I never seen it in the 80s, and I'm gonna Linda Carter as Wonder Woman.
Yeah. See, she was supposed to be tough, but she was all embodied as a
She was
sex
stunning.
icon, I
Even now when you
suppose.
see her, she was absolutely stunning. And it was just
Yeah.
as a game, she just span round and did
Oh,
Wonder Woman.
yeah, but come on. Okay.
I've never dressed up as a
Confession
woman.
time. Confession time. Did you
Well,
ever spin around in your bedroom?
I have to be honest, probably yes. Probably probably. And do you know what? Nothing happened, Karen. I didn't change into no apron. No, none of those things came on my arms. I think, to be honest, I was about 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I probably did spin around. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh dear.
Wonder
Mork and
Woman.
Mindy.
Oh, what an amazing show.
Wasn't it?
Robin Williams was just for
Oh,
me, he's another iconic actor who
I
went,
love him.
but he was
He did.
Mork and Minder. Nanu. He was just
It was Shazbat.
yeah. I can remember watching that when it used to come on, and I used to get so excited. And I mean, some of the stuff he used to say, I couldn't understand a word he was saying, but in my head, I knew
No.
exactly what he Mork and Minder. God, that is an absolute classic, isn't it? Mork and God.
Some of these I'm flicking through. I have
Do
no.
you know
Oh, I
when I was
remember
going?
this
Do you
one.
know when I was
Go
going to
on.
bring up? But I know it's a 70s show, so anyone.
Right, okay.
But I only ever watched it in the 80s because my mum wouldn't let me watch anything till I was about 12 years, 10, 11 years. Anything that was a bit risque. You there? Oh, you're frozen, Karen. Awkward, Karen. She just didn't want me to tell her what I was going to watch, did she? She just did. What this one I was going to tell you about, and I absolutely look. I know it's the 70s, but I only remember it in the 80s. Laverne and Shirley.
Oh, that was a spin-off of Happy Days.
Yeah, it was. I used to absolutely, and I know,
I
and I
love
did look at
that.
that, and I know it was out in 70, I think it was 76, 77. And
Right.
I was only like 5 or 6. I'd never have watched that. But I remember they used to repeat it a lot, didn't they? And I
Yeah.
remember them repeating it in the
Yeah.
80s. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Didn't you used to live in that like apartment that was like right under the
By
street or
the
something?
yeah, but they yeah, Laverne and
Shirley.
Shirley.
They're right in
Very
very New York as
Bronx
well.
people.
That was
Well,
brilliant.
she's the woman who played her, I'm sure she's related to the guy who did Thunderbirds.
Oh, was she?
Sure she's something to
Oh,
do with
is she
that. I'm
that I,
sure.
I remember that. I absolutely used to love that. But
Yeah.
it's like Happy Days as well, isn't it? I know that was in
Oh, yeah, I was going to marry him.
who was that? Fonza.
Yeah. What was his
Hey,
name?
was it Fonzie, weren't
Henry
it?
Winkler. Henry
Were you going
Winkler.
to marry him?
I was going to marry him. I was also going to marry Paul Michael Glazier from Starsky and Hutch.
Oh,
I
which
was
one
going
was
to
that
marry
one?
him
Was
as
that
well.
the blonde
The
one or the
dark haired, no,
dark?
the dark haired one. I was going to marry him. And I was going to marry the dark haired one out of Eric Estrada out of Chips. So
Oh,
I had a few
did you have
options
a fear?
open.
Didn't you like? Oh my
Yeah,
God, that woman though
it's
was
so
it?
funny.
Didn't she have Sid? I'm sure it was Sid Snot or something they used to have, which used to go around picking his
Um,
nose.
yeah, it was probably
And the woman, oh
well,
God, in the most possible way, she was brilliant. His
that
characters
was
were,
him. That was
yeah,
him. His
that was him. He
character,
was
wasn't it? That
amazing,
was I'm
dressed
sure
up.
that began with a V. I don't know why I'm thinking it begins with a V, but I know it does begin with a V.
Oh
I'm
God, that's
sure
made
it
me smile. Yeah,
was.
I'd not
Oh,
forgot about it. But when you mentioned that, I remember I was
yeah.
12, 13, seeing that and thinking, brilliant.
Oh,
Absolutely.
so funny.
Because Kenny Everett was one of the first people. I mean, if you watch that Bohemian Rhapsody film, he was one of the first
Yeah.
people to play Bohemian Rhapsody because it was such a
Yes, he
long song
was.
that no one would
Yes,
play it, and he played it, and that's how it
he
became.
was out there, wasn't he?
Oh, I love Kenny Everett.
He really didn't
He
have
went
any
too.
filter
He's
at
another
all.
one that went too soon, didn't he? He was brilliant.
Yeah, so sad.
Absolutely.
Oh, I wish I could find this other one
Sid Snot. I'm sure that's what
because
his
it
name
was
was.
so. Oh, Betty Swallocks.
Oh my God.
Funny. I just can't remember that woman. What was
I'm gonna
her
have to.
name?
Oh,
I'm trying to look for it, but I can't find it.
oh God, that was so
Oh,
funny.
I'm sure it began with a A V? I don't know why I'm
That's
thinking
made,
it.
that's made me sweat now. Jesus Christ.
But that was so funny. Oh,
Oh dear. Oh,
I'm just not going to find it, am I? I'm not destined to find. Let's have a look.
oh, you will.
Characters. Here we go. Characters. Oh, here we go. So yeah, she was Cleo. Cleo
Oh
Ruckus.
yes. Stupid stunt. That was the other one.
Stupid stunt.
It was Sid Snotter.
Yeah, I'm sure he had Sid Snot.
It was. I've just seen. Oh my
Um,
God, Sid Snotter.
oh, he was so bad, wasn't he? Cupid stunt. Here we go. Sid Snot.
Oh my
Morris
God,
Mimer.
that's making me have a hot sweat.
Gizzard Puke.
He did, yeah.
Marcel Wave. Captain Kremen. He's so awful.
Oh my God. This is
So
why
funny.
I love the 80s, because you wouldn't get I mean,
No.
it was probably a little bit, I think it was the end of the 70s they were out, but from
Yeah.
me watching them
You
in the
wouldn't
80s,
get away with that
you
now.
wouldn't you
No.
wouldn't get away
General
with
Cheeseburger. Cupid Stunt was the woman that used to say the best possible taste. That was
it.
Cupid Stunt.
With these big boots, and she'd open and shut her
Yeah,
legs, and
yeah,
all you'd see was a black pair
yeah.
of pants.
Sid Snot was the aging Cockney biker who would also usually greet the audience with a "Hello, darling, Sid
Yeah,
Snot here."
and then he'd go like that and stick his finger up his
Yeah.
nose. Oh
Morris
my God.
Mimer. Morris Mimer was a mime artist. He was one that used to come on and do that.
Under that, didn't I? With his.
Come across.
Oh my
And
God.
he'd open it to the box.
You forget.
Gizzard Puke was an orange-haired punk rocker who originally was meant to replace Sid Snot. However, the two characters both proved popular. Oh, Marcel Wave. He was the one he had the false jaw.
Jaw.
It was French. And
He did.
he used to come up with a glass of wine and a big cigarette,
Oh
didn't he?
God,
With the
yeah.
thing.
Oh my God. And he'd have one of those like long posh coats on, didn't he? With the big
Angry of Mayfair with the bowler hat.
Oh
and
God, yeah.
And the umbrella. And he used to just, hello, you bunch of snivelling viewers. I need to go watch it again. I need to find it on YouTube.
I'm sweats now. If you go on, oh God, I used to love that.
I need to find it now.
But even though, when you think, even though,
so funny.
like I said, everything was PC, even though that was a lot more funny watchable than when you used to watch. I know some people like it, but you used to watch things like Bernard Manning in the 80s. And
I know. Two Ronnies.
Yeah, and they were, for me, but I used to look, I used to love, my dad used to love.
I like them.
Yeah, because they were quite very Saturday. Yeah, they were very Saturday.
Yeah.
Evening, wasn't
very
they?
much. Yeah.
Stuff, but
Deck a little bit like them now, aren't they? They've kind of brought that sort of innuendo stuff back. So funny. And I
used to love all that. And I used to love what was the other? I'm trying to think of the other stuff I used to watch.
Oh, sorry, that was my phone.
Phone telling me. Oh God, what was that? There was loads of, especially Saturday night stuff that they used to want to.
It was so for children Saturday night.
It was,
wasn't it?
And the shows as well, wasn't it? Because we spoke about that before on other podcasts, loads of different shows that have been absolutely brilliant.
Definitely.
But yeah, oh God,
Beauty.
that I think that's just done me. That Kenny Everett. I need to go and watch that now. Now you've said that, I need to go watch it.
I've got to watch it. I've got to watch it because he was very clever.
Absolutely, yeah, he was
very, very clever.
Especially the way you worded things as well.
Yes,
because you knew exactly what he meant.
He got away with it.
Absolutely, and you knew what he was saying. Totally. And he was just he was just brilliant.
And even when he was interviewed, wasn't he? Because wasn't he one of the ones who started that sort of radio station? He was one that was out. Radio Caroline, wasn't?
I think you might be right. I think you're right. Yeah,
might have been him and Tony Blackburn.
Oh God,
don't know. But yeah, so funny, so funny.
That did me. That I was just remembering him, especially some of them.
It was amazing, wasn't it? But
and even now, what makes it worse now, because you keep thinking about it, and then I just can't stop laughing. But that's when something was brilliant, isn't it? When you can actually still think to yourself, God, he was good. He was absolutely.